Hello and welcome to the city of New England in Cities Skylines. I hope you have a good weekend and you're enjoying your time today. So, whatever you are, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the stream and your day as well. So where we left things last time, we were working on this area, which makes the water looks quite weird in here. Unless you're looking closer. Interesting. Maybe I changed this to a key instead. But this will look a little bit weird if you leave it like that. Maybe that's something we do. We're using keys over here as well. Although I don't know if that'll be something. You know what? Let's start with that. We'll start with a key over here. Let's see how these work for us. And then we need to add some trees on that road. I forgot about that. And we want a key on one side. Then that'll be all the way over here. That's the wrong road, by the way. Let's try that again. There we go. And hopefully, no, this still looks the same way. Let me try something a little bit different and we'll see if that helps us out. Let's increase strength. Let's reduce size. So what I'll try to do is just make it kind of flat-ish in here. And then from there we kind of, oops, definitely not what I wanted. All right, and let's try again. This is what I wanted in here. There we go. And we do something like this. It's still a little bit weird in there, but that's game water mechanics. What can you do? That's what we'll have to deal with. But at least it looks nicer. Let's add some grass and some trees to that as well. It'll have to be all the way here. And on this side, we'll do like so. All right, I think that's good. And then I was thinking that might be something else. We have the U-turn in here, that's fine. So yeah, I think that works. Something that was mentioned on one of the comments, I don't remember if it's on YouTube or TikTok. I mistake those crossings in here. So let's remove that. We definitely don't need that in here. So, because like if people want to cross, they will use the crossings over here and they can't cross in there. So there is no reason for us to actually have this crossing. There we go. And this should move even better now. Nice. I like it. I like it all. But yeah, I was talking about like how we left things last time. One of them was starting to move into this direction and getting a few things sorted in here. I have no idea. I remember this airport maybe in here, but that's not for today. I don't remember what we will build in here. But I do remember that we said something about potentially increasing the size of the our industry in here, the specialized industry. I can also see some sort of death wave going on. Let me see. Kind of lost where the crematoriums are. This one, 10 out of 10 are out there. We don't have space for more. And we have another one over here. Then, like everyone decided to buy. This one, 9 out of 10. This should be less because we are in the middle of the industry. 9 out of 10. Interesting. Also, let's fix this. So we might need... we need more crematoriums, but feels like the system is under pressure. So if we were to add a new one, have a new better option. This is 10 hearse, 5. This has 15 hearse. This is the cemetery. We can add like more hearse capacity. Like for example, I could simply go in here and add more space for hearse. And that's probably what we'll do. Just trying to find out what's the best use of space in here. No. This is the few thing I want to let go. And this will give us a few more options. And we'll see how this goes. Also, I'll make the processing speed increased. And I need to store more. Maybe let's store more. Double that. Build like a plaza or a square. I certainly can do that. Let's find better spots. Maybe a plaza in the middle here might be something that will improve this area slightly. Could do like the urban pocket or the square pocket, maybe something slightly larger. We have this small plaza, don't have like a larger plaza. I think we do city park, large plaza. That's huge, that won't fit in there. I like the idea of having like something in here. I think that would be cool. Maybe we do this like so. With that in there, let's customize this a little bit as well. And then we connect this in here. What's it complaining about? Oh, this. And then we connect this in here. And we try to find something in the middle there, maybe another type of park that's simple, small, and will fit in there. Oh, look at this. Perfection. Nice. And now what do we do around this? This grass is quite good. I want to make it be the same around this whole area. So let's do... Let me do this. And we go around. And in. That's not the type of grass that we have in there. Is that the one? No, that's still different. Which one is that? This one, maybe? No. This one? Yes. Alright, I like it. I might do the same. Maybe not. We don't do the same on the sides there. We just complement things with some trees and yeah, make this look like all connected. Let's see. Red have like playgrounds and all that sort of stuff. So here we might do some commercial buildings, maybe.
and its effect on the human.
Thank you.
Want some London planes in between here.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that
Two more over there. And I feel like I always feel like that one missing tree on this park. I really like that. So let's do that. And maybe we do some. Let's do this Dragon Gate low density businesses. Let's see how that goes. Over here, yeah, some more of the industry in there. As we're here and as we're doing all this anyway, I might just go over here. Cancel this. Yeah, cancel this. I want them all facing that road. We do like that. Yeah. I think I can remove that as well. Yep. Everything's being built. Now we have that corner. We have two, or actually one more in there. And that's coming. Let me also drink some water. There we go. One of the things that I wanted to add as an extra is another hospital. Although this one, yeah, the helicopter is moving around, and health-wise, my main concern is in the village in here. Even though we have this modern clinic in here, which is more than enough for this area, I don't know why they keep complaining in there. And the wealth is not great in this area. But if you look around, we have some people living in here, and wealthy is just the village. Interesting enough, the village is poor. Alright, but they're not even the ones with the problem. It's just around them. It might just be a little bit too much. I'll leave it for now. Let's focus on what do we do over here. How is the terrain in there? I'm just thinking about the specialized industry. Let's see. Officer, thank you for the like. Oliali 911, thank you for the like as well, and welcome everyone. Hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm thinking that I could build something here and extend that back there. But what do we need? Let's see. We need more grain, we need more livestock and vegetables. Is this area... Yes, we have plenty of what's it called, fertility in there. So I may do grain farming or vegetables. I think vegetables would be nice. Let me just work with the land a little bit before we do anything else. So use this opportunity to fix all of this in there. Then we bring that a little bit further back. I believe this should be okay. But I'll pull that a little bit further. There we go. So, vegetable farm. There we go next to that building. Go here, there. First set this up and then we will add it. That makes just things easier to see. Alright, the fence is alright in there. Let's bring this all the way here. Also, think I will bring that around here. That'll be nicer if we do. And I want to basically connect here. There we go. And then I think I'll move all the way to the road in there. That'll be nice. The only thing that I don't like is the amount of trees it takes out. I'd love to keep those trees in there. Hello AQ, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you for asking. And thank you for the like as well. Lemon, that's Mi Amore by Meyer B. That's the name of the music. And thank you for the follow as well, really appreciate it. Bring that up there. Oh, I just noticed that something is wrong over here. Let me fix that. Should be around here, I think. I don't know if I will extend this. I might. I think this could add something interesting in there if we do it like that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Go. Going for the straight. The big straight line. So, and then we'll go all the way here. Go to here, I'm great, thanks, that's really good. How cold is it for you today, AQ? I'm really not enjoying this winter. Not that I don't like cold weather that much, right? Let's go all the way there, so we can go basically around this area. Oh, this is actually... Do we feel it? We do. I don't know if I'm just overdoing the size of this farm over here, but I really like the idea of doing this all the way here. Then we start bringing this over there. And when we do this, then we'll take a look at house or production for vegetables after this. At least this gives like some... it's not wrapping things around, but make things make more sense, if you know what I mean. And the space is better utilized. Although, like, it's very common to find these areas to be really bare and not have anything in there. But, you know, we don't need to make it that way. Like, for example, over here, we can definitely improve this a little bit. And then everything will look like we had the farms first, and then the train came through and cut through all of that. That's a lot better. Nice, this is a huge farm. can store up to 6 tons of food. Let's take a look. We are 13.5. I'll speed things up a little bit and we'll see if that changes. Thank you, Q, for sharing the live. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. I love your live. It's so chill. Hope you have a good day. Thank you. You too. Yeah, I hope you have an awesome weekend. Ali, here's the city. Or what we built so far, at least. Actually, that is a bit of a hidden place in the city. But, well, not really hidden, but it's just over here. We start building this area as well for the port.
Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the street.
Which is really nice behind here.
This has been a local
Hidden. It's not like a huge map as well, so we are taking things easy and doing our best, really.
Greetings and welcome. I'm Dylan Rangobo, knife spinner.
Looks nice, thank you.
Poet, thief, and
We were 18 here today and sunny, but it has been pretty cold prior. Oh, that's so bad. I was complaining that we had 21 over here. And I was outside as well. I spent the whole day in the garden. That was 1-3, like with that cyclone bomb that we had in the past couple of days. I lost 1-3, so I was like just chopping that up because it fell on top of 2 other and they were getting damaged. And then mowing, all that sort of stuff that I had to do. So it's all out of the way, but it's good. That's modded map? Yes, it is. That is called... what that's called? Tesorino, that's the name of the map. And Morningstar, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, we have a little bit more of the specialized industry over here. Any change? Yeah, we went from 13 to 15 already. So probably it will take a while until this kind of settles down and works. But we do have a train station nearby as well, which is just behind here. The industrial terminal cargo. And we are getting crude oil, but we are still exporting electronics and metals. Awesome. Also, we need to keep an eye on our industry, as we know that it keeps throwing problems at us with the issue that like a building this size, this building has 5 employees. Yeah, definitely not. And employees, 168, 5 employees. Nope. 5 employees. 5 employees. Oh, this bug annoys me so much. I really hope they fix it on the next update. 190, alright. 6 employees. Are they building there? Yeah, 5 employees here. There we go as well, there we go. And yeah, I think I'll leave it for now. I think we got enough. Almost. Like we need more jobs, right? So I saw one that had like 4 employees. This building, that's fine. And the problem with that is that we never get around, or it's actually here that I want to show you. Our job availability. So we basically open a lot of jobs and then almost immediately close all of them as well, as you can see. Going up and then goes down again. And every time it goes down, it goes lower than the previous time, like 230, and then it'll probably go, yeah, 120. So yeah, we need more jobs, and this bug with the offices is driving me crazy. I saw that there is a mod that's trying to fix that, but I saw that that mod needs another mod that changes how the actual game mechanics work, and I didn't really want that. I don't think that'll be great. That's not a great idea, but it's not what I want. You know, I don't want to change the whole mechanic. I just want the game to be fixed. That's it. That's my wish list. And while I'm talking all about that, I am adding some grass in here because I will also add a couple of trees in here. Nothing major, just want to do things in there, make it look a little bit nicer. Usually we don't even pay attention to industrial areas and zones, things like that. So sometimes I like to give them a little bit of thought and enhance some of the areas. Measure, as you can see, just add something and fill those gaps, and I think that looks a little bit better. And for this one, a little bit more space. There we go. Feels like something needs to go there. And it's just one something in here. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. For this one, I feel like this should be like that. And then a couple of trees like those over here. On this side, I want some flowers. Make a line as well. Want them to be almost on top of each other. And there we go. Looks a little bit nicer. Hello, Toze. How are you? Welcome, welcome. King, hello as well, and Roblox Queen, hello. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome. Look at this area, it looks so much better. I want to also do something similar here. Let's go. Oh no. The game crashed. Hold on, we are loading it back. This is so annoying. I hate when that happens. I noticed the audio a little bit like crackling a little bit, but I didn't think it would actually crash. Let's load it back, and I don't know when that was saved though, so I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know how much we lost. I don't think we lost too much, probably just the detailing for that area in the industrial zone, but yeah, should be right. Whoops. Yes, team. Whoops. I don't know if it happens to all of you, but like when you load the game and you have mods, it usually kind of stays frozen on this screen. You can see like the virtual texturing just stuck in there. I don't know why that happens. I think I heard someone saying that might be the mods loading in the background and the game like trying to be ready, but it freezes everything. And when it does mods loaded, then everything starts to happen again. As you can see, it is happening. So, all right, let's go. Just waiting for these, and we'll go back in. There we go. We have an autosave. 4 minutes ago. So not that crazy. Pipo, thank you for the follow. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, we didn't lose that much. All right, we lost this little bit in here. And that's fine. That's it. All right, I can work with that. So in this area, I think we've done something almost like this. I know that's a little bit different, but it's alright. Over here, I remember that we extended this. We did something there. We've done something here. I think I've done this. Oh, here was the flowers. Yes. My memory is not that bad. I think that was that. Yeah. Exactly like this. Then one over here. Just one. Thank you. One over there. And then we moved towards this area when we had a crash. Now here, it's an interesting place, I think. First thing I'll try to do is basically... Ooh, it's the bucket tool that's crashing the game. Sorry about that, guys. We're loading it back, but at least we know now what's causing the crash and we can avoid using it. So that's the bucket tool for the surface network. Now leaves me the option to have some water while we wait. Could at least load a little bit faster now. That would be awesome. But yeah, now that we know what's happening, I think we can avoid that. Oh, I have to detail those two areas again. I'm glad it was easy to do, but you know, you do something once, so it's great. You do it second time, it's okay. But then you have to do a third time, it's like, come on. Don't be that annoying. Get in there. Alright, we know what's causing the crash. We're not using that again. And we can load back in. There you go. Let's see how this goes. All right. One more time. Third time's the charm. Just here. Smaller one, there we go. Bushes, there we go. Then for surface, it's this tool right here, so don't use that. Do this, make this option. I think it was 4 meters. 3 meters, yeah, 3. All right, then we had like a of trees in here. It should be like that. One more there. And we come back again. Over here. Come on, game. There we go. Definitely not the area, but the mod. That's the problem. Let's do this. Bring this back here and finalize that. Also, yeah, let's fix that spot. And maybe even this one. There you go. Now, big trees over here. There. Kind of what happened here. Floating trees. Great. I think this is the one that I should remove. There we go. And I think we are good. Look at that. Much better. Right. More trees over there. Why not? Interesting that this is... I'll change how this work. Hold up. That's not what I want. This is what I want. There you go. Let me go back here and do this. Remove that one as well. And go for the best. There we go. Hey man, love your videos, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Uncle Choppy just joined. Do you play any mods? Yes, I do. And thank you for the follow as well. Keep up the good work, not even a thank you. Oh, sorry, I was... usually when I'm focused, like especially when there was something that was causing a crash, like what we had before. By the way, yes, I play with mods, and this was one mod when I enabled this option, is crashing the game. So if you're using the extra sets mod, try to avoid the air bucket because that's crashing the game. So I was like really trying to make sure it was working and I wasn't looking at the message. So apologies for that, but yes, I usually say hi to everyone. Quadruple bypass, hello, how are you? You sound like Max Verstappen. Hopefully a race as good as he does. Definitely not. I wish, just wish. Cyan, hello, welcome, how are you? Now I think I'm back in the game now. I was really focused in getting things done without crashing the game, so now we're good. I think you can go back to chatting and pay attention to everyone and what you're all saying. Can I see a view of the city? Sure. This is basically the whole city. We have the port at the back. We're starting to expand on this area now. I'm just like doing some detailing and getting a few things done in here. But basically this area have the technical university, you have some commercial, you have the Ferris wheel, and then you have like all the industrial over there. Then you have our office area over here. Then you have more like the French area, urban promenades, all these buildings close to the highway. They are obviously high density, but they are also low rent options in there. We have our village in the middle. Have this area called Briarwood Springs, and we are leaving things ready for this area as well. And over here we have our cargo port and integrated with our train station. How busy is that? We have one full cargo ship coming. Nice. What else? This line is not carrying anything at the moment, but this one, yeah, it's selling a lot and bringing a lot as well. So this is good, and our internal cargo is just moving things along. Speaking of moving things along, our stored mail is actually pretty good. Nice. How about the other one? This is even better. That's pretty good. Do we have any mail waiting in here? No. Alright. Do flatten terrain before building? Usually no. That looks awesome, thank you. So, just before I answer the flattening terrain thing, Cyan is saying I play Cities Skylines 1. That's really nice, Cyan. I really like Cities 1 as well, but although I've been enjoying Cities 2 a little bit more, and I've been playing these a little bit more as well. Well, I haven't played Cities 1 for months and months, so yeah. Free village, thank you, Quadruple, thank you very much. So about flattening terrain, sometimes like what I've done earlier today was basically we had this terrain coming with this slope all the way here, and what I did, I moved the slope a little bit further back so we could have like the building in there, and that looks a little bit better. But if you look at like this building, it's like didn't flatten terrain at all. This area, I kind of actually used the elevation to create the bypass for me. So I use that as well. Same thing over here. This terrain, this map is quite flat. But I actually, when I have things like these bits in here, sometimes I just go and do this. But as you can see, we have several areas that have slopes, and I've been building on top of the slope in there. When I do, I've been like on a kind of grid vibe nowadays that I'm trying to play a little bit more with these and trying to create like different types of grids like in here, or break the grid and just change the direction, or like in here you have one grid that goes that way and another grid that goes this way, so it doesn't create the square or rectangle, but it creates like something nicer. This is usually more my style, and when I build like that, I follow the contours of the line. So I would follow these lines quite a lot to build something like this. And I, like my previous series before this one, if you look at my channel, they're all like that, very natural looking road layouts, no grids at all. But I've been trying to explore and build something different. There's a lot of people asking for me to try to work with grids as well and see how that would look like. So yeah, I'm doing it, and I'll be honest, I'm enjoying it. It's been fun. It's been a nice challenge, and yeah, I recommend trying different things. I like to smooth out the terrain. I think the curves help shape the roads. Yes, exactly. That's it. That's exactly that. We have one block in here. I think we have a park that is just one square-ish. Yeah, we have this one. We have that one. I'll do in the middle. And then let's play with this.
Advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor
Create this over there. Create this over here.
and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a
Let's make a line. This would be 3. Same thing on this side. And we go the other way.
friends. Pull up a chair by the
Now, what do we place in here?
waits and yet waits for no man. So tarry not. This soft rock.
One there, one here, another one, another one. There you go. Make this corner much nicer.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow
Do want you to
normal. But if
this.
you're planning a quick trip out, you might
Let's
have
change
to
at
wait a
least
while until
the surface. Then we build something and then we may come back and finalize this. Something that I like to do quite a lot as well. Changing the surface there so it doesn't look a standard weird one. This goes in here. There. And then we have that in there. Good. All right. Improve these a tiny bit. As you can see, there's a little bit of green in there now, and that's much, much better. We still have an issue with this. I really want to build a hospital in this area. Maybe that's what we do. Why don't you use the hospital as the central kind of piece in here, and then we build around that? We have this one. This can have helicopters as well. It's a nice building. I'm thinking that we do something like this. I might not leave it connected there, but it's just to give me some sort of guideline in here, and that I can use. I want this to be a little bit closer so people see the building from the highway. Let me try over here. I don't know if that'll be enough. Let's take a look. Where's the building? No, closer. Let's see. A little bit less. Is that good enough? Good enough. Alright, I'll get this in here. Now we get some roads connected. There we go. I think I'll keep going. This would be interesting. I think we'll keep going with that one. Could get this one connected as well. I don't mind that. And this one would also going in there. That's how we improve the look in here. And this gives me a helipad just at the back there, which I like and will use. This will give me more room for patients. This will give me special trauma triage in these more difficult cases and patients. I have no idea if they do anything different in the game, but we need the helicopter. Helicopter has been added, and now we have our hospital in here. What we could have in there as well is another death care. Toyo. Let me add it there. And I need, why is showing me the age of trees in there? Or maybe the building that we place in there. So let's do it manually. Oh, it doesn't fit. Never mind. Where does it go? Could actually go at the back there. Let's do it. This road will go all the way here, and then I can add this one. And we can also keep an eye to see how's the utilization for all of this. What's the plan tonight? Catch up, please. So we're doing kind of some random things in here. We started by adding some of more specialized industry, which hopefully, yeah, helped us go from 13 tons per month to 37, which has been awesome for vegetables. That also is bringing a little bit more money, so that is also good. We did some more industry in here, but we've added this park and created like some sort of custom park in here, and added some trees in this area and detailing across this place over here, there, and some areas over here, a few areas in here. Then what else have we done? We're seeing like a lot of people dying and having health issues, so we just added this extra hospital, which meant that I've added a few more roads in here, and the crematorium as well, so it can help us in this whole area over here. So it's just like detailing a little bit, expanding a little bit, just slowly getting things done. Like we need a welfare office in here. I won't be, we have this one, but this is quite large. Welfare office is a lot larger as well. I'm thinking about this Eastern European one, and anywhere in here would be awesome. We have this space in there that we can't fit. Almost here. Could fit in there. That's actually not too bad if you think about it. We'll lose a few houses though. This is so close. Could actually use move it to get this done. We remove these buildings first, and there we go. And now use move it. Let's try to keep this house in here. This is a waterfront. There we go. That should keep at least that house in there. Now, those trees in the middle of the building won't work. There we go. And this provides better servicing for them in here. By the way, I don't know if I look at this building. I think this park is in the wrong place. This needs to move. I'll move it over there. Don't mind this. We can help hide that in there with a couple of trees in here. Done. Nice. Is it a European or American themed city? And oh man, that's kind of a mix, I'll be honest. The city theme is actually North American, so when you start the city, as you can see the roads with the yellow lines in there. But then it's left traffic, and I do use some like this one. It's a Eastern European of building, so it's kind of a mix. Having the crematorium that close motivates the patients. Yes, that's the intention. Look at that. When you are on these windows over here trying to recover and you look out, what do you see? You see some smoke coming through those chimneys. You know what that is. Tree magic. Yes, always the tree magic. Thank you. Always that. Okay, thank you for the like. Is there any tips on road hierarchy? Yeah, definitely. So we start always with highways, right? So that's how people will come to your city. This is our main highway going through here. And one important thing is for you to have several connections. Don't just do like one on one side, another one on another side. As you can see, I have one connection here, which is basically, this is the same connection, it just helps connect to other areas. We have this connection, and then we have this connection, another connection, another connection, another connection in here, another one in there. So there are several options in here for getting in. So from the highways, what you usually have is a 6-lane avenue or 2x2, which is basically, I think I use it in here. So depends on the amount of traffic you have. And then you have like the 2x2 to distribute traffic across your city as the main avenues in the city. Now, don't over connect roads to these busy roads in here. As you can see, smaller roads, I have like connection, 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 very close. For this main road in here, you can see that you have one, and then like space, another one, space, another one, and so on. So I give plenty more space, especially this one. As you can see, one connection here, one connection there. That's it. And then on the other side, one connection over here for the side, one for this side. So space that out. They need to move as fast as they can for the longest they can without stopping and adding a lot of connections, add a lot of traffic lights. You can see that I avoid as much as I can 4-way interchanges as well. So it's just a T interchange, another one, another one. This is a 4-way interchange, but you see that I've worked on these a little bit to allow for more traffic. And then another T interchange, another one. This I wouldn't recommend. This sometimes traffic gets bad in here. I made a bet. I was like, let's try it. Let's see how this works. But it's kind of working. Sometimes traffic backs up a little bit, but it's okay. It's working fine. Everything else works well, so it reduces the issue here. But yeah, I think that's the main thing. And then when you're inside, I still try to keep not having many like four-way interchanges like we have in here, but in some areas I do. Office areas I don't really mind. Industrial I also don't mind that much having those four-way interchanges. As you can see, traffic isn't a problem in here at all. In the office you usually don't have cars in there, so that's pretty easy to do. So yeah, that's the goal. Commercial areas, avoid four-way interchanges at all costs. The less you have, the easier traffic will flow. And I think that's it. That's probably the most I can say about that. The Joker, hello. I'm still waiting for CS2 on console. Yeah, unfortunately, that's been a long waiting time. How's the performance at the moment? Yeah, pretty good. We are running at almost 50 frames per second, and we have 106,000 people. All graphics at the maximum as well. So no issues at all at the moment. And got a little bit lost in here. Rebuilding this area, but I also wanted to finalize this. Things like the death wave in the health issue is now sorted, I would say. Yeah, even like I have 3 ambulances going around, so that's pretty good. Thank you. There is not a huge community for this game. I think here there was more people playing the first game, not the second one. But I think it's slowly changing, in my opinion. But yeah, I think we could have more people, to be honest. Okay. I like that. Gives us some nice space in here as well to work with. Do we need anything larger in here? By larger, I mean any service building. We do have the firefighter in there. We have a lot of police. May add a police station, kind of a small police station in here. I think we can. Ooh, and we got more expensive metropolis. And we have now Shard Arena, where competitions ignite and legends are born. The pulsating heart of esports in your city. Offering a thrilling recreational hub where gamers come together to complete, connect, and create unforgettable gaming experiences. Let's take a look at what it looks like. You can even find that building. Didn't it show me like there's something new instead? But like it's a bit weird. I put a police and we get that building. Here are like some nightlife buildings which we can use in a special area. We have like a bowling place, which is kind of interesting. Nitro Kingdom. Ooh, cart. Nice. Oh, there we go. Shard Arena. This is huge. Said like something larger in this area. Don't know if I want a building. Maybe we want a building large like that. This game needs a lot of optimization and quality of life updates. Gives me nostalgic Sin City vibe. Completely agree. Yes, and although they keep bringing. Hold on, let me think and see how this looks. Maybe we do something similar to what we've done before on the other side. Kind of get these close here. Maybe close there. Yeah, alright, gives me an idea. But yeah, I agree that we need some, especially quality of life improvements and fixing a lot of the bugs that we see in the game at the moment. It does feel like it has a lot of potential, but at the same time, that potential is wasted because of some of the issues that we see over here. They have plenty of parking. I was thinking about putting parking over there. And at the same time, we could move that to the side a little bit. Well, that's... Alright. Let's use move it. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay. And I think we can play with this. If you think about it, it is an enjoyable game. I do enjoy playing the game. I was mentioning earlier. But yeah, some bugs, like for example, the 5 employees issue that I was mentioning before, that definitely needs to be fixed like as soon as possible. They can't wait for those types of fixes. It just needs to get fixed. That's it. I think some things they wait too long to release a hotfix. Like this one. Side look a little bit off. Let me do it. There we go. Better. It hides that gap a little bit and looks much better from further away. Oh, I like it. I like it. Shard Arena. The 5A building cannot be that hard to fix either. The issue with that is the output of the office. So I don't even know if there is a way for me to show you that without dev mode turned on. And if I look at this, yeah, you can see that it requires, I don't know if you can see it, but like one of the last items on this menu is the fourth from bottom to top, requires software and produce media. As you can see, this building has 300 employees. It's all balanced. Let's find one that's broken, this one. It has at the moment 98,000 telecom and it's not going anywhere. So what happens? It has too much stock. It's not selling it. It's not exporting it for some reason. That's what's broken. And then it doesn't need more employees because it just has like too much stock. So why do you need a lot of people working there? So that's the issue, and that's what they have to fix. If you look at this one, as you can see that it has a lot less stock than the other one because it's still exporting stuff.
And try to stay off the streets until conditions improve.
So until that gets fixed, we get these 5 employees. This is another example. 5 employees, 98,800 software in there.
It's time for another question from our listeners. This one comes from Axel Throb. Ah, the tank, no doubt.
And another one.
So here's his question.
Another one.
Never really ride a dragon. I thought dragons only allow the bravest and wisest.
Another one. Another one.
Question, Axel Throb. And yes, you're quite right. They're extremely selective about their friends.
6 employees, yeah.
In all honesty, I didn't really so
All right, let's see how this is going at the moment. If we look at
with a short sword. Yes, I know, not a very elegant.
jobs.
It all kind of ended in a draw.
Yeah, you can have a look at this by unemployment. You can see that this is when we start the game, and slowly we delete some of those buildings, and then slowly, went down, and then slowly start to get up again.
I'm sure the rest of your party appreciates all that.
The game guy should fix it. Chop. Yes, I agree.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats
No.
the boat.
What do you mean, Akin? Why no? Yes, let's say yes. Let's be positive. And welcome everyone as well that joined a little bit later.
And traffic flow should-
Appreciate having you all in here.
If you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything.
And just to celebrate that you all join, I will
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
work on this. Let's do this over here, this over there. And then we do another one. There we go. This gap here is annoying me a little bit because this building is facing this side. Yeah, why do we have that gap? Alright, you know what that means, right? Means 3 times. There we go. On this one, you're definitely getting grass. And then you're getting some bushes. That's too big. Make it a line. Stretch it. There we go. Also, kind of fix this. Yep. Better. Better. Hi, my PC don't open the game. And what happens when it doesn't open the game? Do you have a crash? Do you have any messages? Have you looked at the log? A little bit more details so we can try to help you. Alright, this, just by adding grass over there, it looks a lot better. And by the way, we've added this police headquarters building in here. Looks quite empty and ugly, so let's improve it. Let's use some stripes as well. I think that'll be cool. Use those over here as well. This one goes there. And oh, look at how many police officers going to work. Nice. I like that we have like 2 different car types in here. It's pretty cool. Plenty of police going out in this area as well. Ooh, look at that. Plenty of police. Full stop. Alright, back here. They need 3s, you know it. Oh, your PC can't handle the game. It's not strong enough to load the game. Is that what you mean? Yeah, if so, I'm sorry. It is a kind of a hungry game in here. Use a lot of resource from the PC, unfortunately. Alright, it does look a lot better by just doing this. By the way, how is garbage in the city? It's been a while since I looked at that. In theory, we are pretty good. Anyone complaining? No, actually, very effective, I would say. This one is the only problem, but I think it's the lack of access. Like, we could make your life a lot easier if we just connect this road or this road over here. I don't think there's a lot of traffic in there, so we'll do it. Then we'll be able to collect garbage in there. How good is that? Anyone? 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 But I will allow that to happen at least. Anyone going there? Just see like some trucks getting out, so I don't think they will, to be honest, but you know. Still efficient. Low water depth. Are you serious? Let's work. It's interesting because we do have like a lot of water availability, and maybe it's because employee happiness is like compensating for all of this. We could make this slightly better. I think we got like some funds in the city to do this work. Please don't judge my English. Well, definitely not. I don't mind that at all. Your English is pretty good, actually. What kind of PC do you have? I never remember. I remember my graphics card, which is a 4090. Now, that's about it. The rest of my PC specs, actually, you can find on my link in my bio in the in TikTok. By the way, thank you for all the roses and gifts. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you can take a look at the link, and then there is a link for PC specs in there, and you can see everything that I have. I think that's easier because I'm terrible at this. I really don't remember. Sorry about that. There we go. We now don't have a problem with depth. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we got a garbage truck coming in here. Nice as well. Super effective. Yes, love it. Water, it's all good. Electricity, very good actually. All the demand is increasing. Yeah, it's gonna stay like that for a while. But we are slowly building. I usually build, probably not this today, like we build very little things, but I usually build slowly on purpose, so things have the time to actually work out, balance themselves out, and then we don't have like unforeseen issues in here, basically. Park pavilion with a cozy cafe. I want to do this kind of here. Would love if there would connect in there, please. I might do the traffic, the crossing over there. That's not an issue, and give access to the park straight. So yeah, let's do it. Then on the sides, I might do things manually. How do I do this? What type of tree is that? Is that London plane? Looks like it. Okay, let's do...
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor
Is that London plane?
conditions. Please exercise caution if you
London plane.
drive
Yes,
inside
it is a London plane.
streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
A driving advisory
Let me
has
try
been
that again.
issued for the immediate area
Make
due
a
to
line.
poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local.
Let's
public
bring it
service
all the way here. All the way there. Can you build tunnels in this game? Yes, you can. And I can show you. We have one over here,
Take a break. Listen to a song.
right there.
The orcs will be there when you get back.
And we have more as well. Yeah, we have
Industry in the
one going
and when business is
through the mountain in here. I think that goes all the way here. Yeah.
And on to
And you can take a look like at the underground by looking at this.
as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood.
Also, I'm thinking about this.
Shop for designer
How is
shoes
this
while
working with
celebrating local
water?
mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good
Oh, I think it
business
just
and
don't show
the community.
in the tunnel, but it connects. All right,
back after this.
all right, we're safe. But yeah, definitely you can build tunnels. Like we have plenty. You can build down and up and down. Did you play the first part of this game? Yes, I did. I've played that since 2016, end of 2016, start of 2017. And then I've played that until this one came out. Basically a year or so ago. Another death wave there. Now we should be better prepared. Yep. Take a look. Look at our wave of horses going out and sorting all these issues out. It's interesting how like we have a lot of people dying at the same time in here. Let me see the reason. Senior, all right, another senior. So all age related, all right. Not this one. Mariah Riley. It's another senior. Senior. Yeah, most of them are all age related, so it's all right. Hospital should be on the main 4-lane two-way roads. Hello, King of the Census. Thank you, but why do you say that? What caused the death wave? Yeah, it's just age related. There's no issue with health or anything in here. Makes me think that we can go back in here and get this area sorted. I think what would go well in there. We try. Maybe the apple tree. Yes, that's the one. That'll be lovely in here. Just adding some greenery in this area and we are good. They need fluid movement. Getting around the town is too tight with the 2-lane roads. And yeah, I think you're talking about this one. Yeah. Look, by the utilization, like we have 2 vehicles in use. I understand what you're saying, but every single hospital I know where I live, they are not, well, there is one exception, one in Brisbane. What's that called? Women's hospital, I think. But every single one that I know, they are not on major roads. They're close, not on major roads. There is also a reason for that. Having larger hospitals on main arterials cause a lot of traffic and can cause accidents as well. So I don't know where you live or the reasoning why they might be like that. But the reason that I know of where I live and why we don't have the hospitals facing like basically on this main road in here is because of that. It causes a lot of traffic on the main road and may cause accident because we have ambulance coming in and out all the time for emergency and cars as well for the emergency department, things like that. In the game-wise, it does cause traffic having on the main road, and hospitals are not that used in the game as far as I know and as far as I can see on the cities that I build. So I have this one in here and I have another one over here, which is exactly the same thing. Like we have the main road in here and it's on the side road, so it doesn't affect the traffic. Like when they get in there, they usually stop the cars coming through. But yeah, as you can see, it's just one ambulance being utilized and the helicopter, not that many patients, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, that's my reasoning. I hope I made myself understood. I understand your point of view as well and what you're saying, but yeah, that's why I've done it the way I've done it. And what I'm thinking about this area is that we just extend the parking here and not really get any buildings unless we do some sort of in here, unique building, tourist attraction. I think I don't like any of those in here. Yeah, that's too large. Yeah, definitely not. Just trying to see if there's anything that would fit and look nice in here. Maybe we do like a tennis court and that's it, and everything else more trees and parkland. So we can kind of use the same idea that we were following over there. And from here, I think I need a bit of an angle in there, so we'll bring this over here. We have like some sort of middle way, and I do want to add like a pathway in the middle there. People don't get sick in Tchelow cities. Yeah, they do. Hopefully not as often as in real cities though. So you want the look and the extra capacity for later scenes to move in. Yeah, basically, and I actually, what I want more is the hospital. That is the main thing for me in the hospital. The helicopter. Oh, that was hard word to say. Then we reduce the need of ambulance, which helps with traffic, and they get everywhere quite fast. And only the hospitals would have that. Unfortunately, I can't. Oh, I can connect there. All right. All right. Before Q asks me, let's add a gazebo. What was that huge statue? Let's see. This one? Bronze statue. Masterpiece in bronze casting. This massive statue attracts tourists far and wide. The base is accessible to visitors and offers amenities. Did you experience the lack of need of any zone type for eternity? I don't know what's the cause. No, I haven't. I really haven't. It's usually, especially if you are in an early game, is the lack of services or education. That could be one of two things. It's usually one of the two.
This has been a local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to
Park benches. Yes, EQ. Park benches.
Caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve.
Let's get this gazebo.
Public service announcement.
Try to follow the path in here, the curves, so we can fit them nicely in there.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident.
And there'll be kind of this area for gazebos only.
Have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you
Maybe one more in here.
no use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect
So
delay.
I think we need some
And on to our main feature story. The commercial
portable
district is
toilets
open.
somewhere in here.
Area is attracting more
You know,
high-end stores,
help people.
bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my
There we
wife
go.
tells me. That's good.
And benches.
Good for the community.
Or bench.
We'll be back after this.
Mm. I think we do just the contemporary bench in there. I think they're quite nice and they'll look good. And we can put like some across the whole area. And interesting enough, I kind of got it right. There. Another one on over here as well. All right, we have some things for them. One thing that I want to add in here is a mailbox. We have the post office in there, house internet connection. Could be better, but it's not a problem at the moment, so I'll keep it as is. If we need, maybe we add a tower in here because of the esports. I think that would make sense. Even like a big server would make sense in here, or a building like this. Does that make sense? Don't know if that's too large for this area though, but I think kind of needed for this anyway. So let's try. Let's see how it goes. And barbecue areas, yes, AQ, good idea. You made me want to buy you some gift coins. Hold on. Oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Made my day. Hello, ESPI, how are you? Don't remember if we have done like this. Barbecue, come on. I don't think we have done AQ. We had on Cities 1, but not on Cities 2. That's a shame. Yeah, we don't have it. Guess they don't have barbecues in there. Hot plates. No. Yeah, hotels, but nothing like that. I actually saw something that I think would look good in here. Temporary arch. Yes. Where would that go? this. I want it closer distance. I have to put it myself. I want this whole corridor to have this. That'll be like the Brisbane. And why am I forgetting everything today? Is Southport, I think, Park. All right, there you go. Oh, actually, this looks quite cool. You need Skive mods. I do have Skive mods. I only ever do grids for my cities. That's fine. This is a conversation I was having a little bit earlier. I usually don't. This is one of the few cities that I'm doing a lot of grids, and I'm actually enjoying it. So yeah, it's fun. I love man-made parks like that. I have plenty of hours. Yeah, it's always nice to do things custom like that. Like they look like nothing in the game. So that's pretty cool. We have an obelisk, which is interesting. I might need to move that tree. I think what I'll try to do is put this around the entrance. Then we have a nice sculpture that could go, well, right in the middle there. Why not? Now, we have all of this, but the pathway looks bad. So let's change this for natural stone. Go from here. And I learned my lesson that I should do smaller ones like this. Any water fountains? Yeah, we have the toilets here at the corner. The water fountain, I'll take a look if we have anything worthwhile doing. Let me just add this. Right. Come on. I know you can do it. Oh, I think I'll make this part of my pathway here. It should be okay. If I can see. Might add those statues in here as well, or obelisks. Maybe on every entrance. That could be cool. James, thank you for the follow. How are you doing? And almost done with this. I know that this part is a bit annoying and kind of not exciting, but it's part of making this all look good. Come on, game. All right, let's do this then. Almost there. Almost there. Bear with me. There we go. Now it looks much better. Alright. Obelisks in here as well. I think we need that.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to
So
poor road
that
conditions.
means that I need to
Please
fix
exercise
this.
caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until
Go.
conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement. A
Amen.
driving advisory has
Do it
been
right.
issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please
What is that?
exercise caution if you
Here.
must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
And over here. And then, lastly, we do over here.
On air today, broadcasting live from our studio. A sprawling complex deep, deep under the ground, where the chill, damp air brings goosebumps to every inch of uncovered.
There we go.
A sound
Oh, water fountain. Let's see if we can find something.
soundproof glass. Exits lie to the
Or maybe
and the south.
just fountain.
Covered in glyphs blocks further passage northward. Ah, but there's a tiny hatch above. Before, I suppose I could probably squirm my way through. Wonder what that smell is. I'll be back soon. You're listening to Soft Rock Radio.
It's kind of weird.
Everything in the region is
It's
on
nicer.
and with
It's a small fountain.
doing well, that floats our
Okay.
There's no sinking this boat,
I think
Glenn.
this is
In local
might be
coverage, the tourism board just released their
too
figures,
large.
and it's good news all around. Tourism was way up over the previous season.
I have some wall fountains as well, but we don't have a place to put them.
I guess everybody is figuring out
Unless we
that
do
is the place to be.
back to back, but I don't think that would be nice. This or this. I think this one. Maybe this one. Because it fits a little bit more with the what's the name? I don't know. That. Hold on, where's that? There you go. And where does this go as well? We could make it behind that. That'll be okay. Just the color that I don't like. I would love if it was white. Just look at some of the options we have in here. I'm hearing them playing, but there's no one in there. Come on, the line. I think I'll keep it. I'll keep it there. I think it's okay. Now we can. The biggest one. Did your highway lights also vanish? I don't think they ever had lights. They do have lights. Yeah, no, they didn't vanish. Okay, let's use the large fountain then, as per requests. Let's go. I think this one fits better than this one. because of the color. Now, what do you mean by radius walkway? I think I know what you mean, but just want to be sure. Do you mean one connecting over here? What mods are you using? Plenty. That's the best answer. So I'm using Road Builder, Traffic Lights Enhancement, Traffic, Zoning Toolkit, Extra Assets, Move It, Picker, Find It, Lumina, Weather, Time and Weather, Anarchy. I think these are the main ones that I can think of. While we do this, I will try to fix these gaps. This just a tiny bit. Pathway that goes around in a circle, eating back of the main path, will not go to the sidewalk. Let me think how we can do this. I think I have an idea. Oops, I don't know if that's what you mean, but that's what I understood. Kind of. Or maybe keep it like this actually. Obviously I'll move this, but yeah, what do you think? Show your city, please. Yes, I'll show you in a second, RB. Double pathway going 2 ways to the main pathway from the fountain. Yes, that's nice. Alright, before I do the pathway pavement in there, just quick glance for RB to take a look at the city. This is what we're building right here, and this is where it is compared to the whole city, and here is like an overview of the whole map and where we are at the moment. Not sure if there is anything specific that you want to see. Let me know and I'll show you that. Now let me try to get this. Let me join this. Yeah, there we go. Remove all that again. Could put some bushes around the fountain. Yeah, definitely. That's coming. And I even know which one I will use for that. And then we need to add like a couple of trees around here as well. I think that will help bring these all together. It's not perfect, but this will do. What I'll try to do is... Where is that? This one. This will have to be all manual, by the way. It will be easier than trying to make this curve. There'll be differences as well, which I like sometimes, like to not be everything so symmetric. Even though I love when they're all symmetric, but it's nature. Nature has defects, basically. Ooh, look at that. I like it. Now, I think this area needs some nice grass. Let me go here, go there. And we add some nice grass over there. There you go. Looks pretty cool, actually. I like it. Thanks for the suggestion. Really appreciate it. And again, thank you for all the gifts. Really, really appreciate it. Alright, we have that. And now we need a couple of trees. Now, oak trees are huge, so that'll be very selected place, maybe? Or, yeah, I do want like a couple of them, but I won't overdo. That's the goal there. And I think just to keep... Well, we did the apple trees, right? So let's use some more apple trees and spread this out. You know what would be cool to have in here? Ivy. Do we have any ivy? I have no idea. Never.
This has been a local public
No.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area.
Because then it would be awesome to add on top of this. That would be cool.
Until conditions improve. This has been a local public service.
But you know what? I'm very, very happy with this park.
Welcome, friends. Pull up a chair by the
Can I see how people entered your city? I'll show you in a second. Not too many apple trees, fuel goes a long way. Yeah,
Industry in the region is on the
I think
rise,
it's
and
okay. It's not too much. Still see like the grass underneath. Great view from the Ferris wheel over there. Too much causes disaster in such a small space. True, I agree. Thank you for all the shares as well. Really appreciate it. But someone is asking for how people enter the city. This is one way over here. And then they take the highway or the trains and go through here and then start splitting into that highway or this highway And then have like some city entrance along the way here to connect everyone. There is another entrance that if we go and follow this highway over here, you get that other entrance right here. There you go. This is where we are. So we have basically two entrances. I want GTA 6 to be like this, so that'll be awesome. That'll be pretty cool. Let me take a look at how things are going, especially for the vegetable production. Ooh, 97. We're doing awesome job with the production in there. Yeah, awesome. It's much better than before. All working well. Let's take a look at our port. Selling quite a lot of stuff in there, which is fantastic, especially food now. Does that mean that we have a surplus of actual food? We do. Awesome. Actually have a surplus of everything but raw materials. Look at that. The only material that we have a surplus is cotton. But yeah, vegetable is much better now, which is fantastic. And another death wave. Let's see if they're all seniors again. Yeah, all seniors. One adult, but most of them are all senior people. So it's just age related. All right, I think with that, we can come up to unnamed. Could you add a third entrance to the city, or doesn't work like that? Yeah, we can. We basically grab a highway and can connect like this, and it creates, as you can see, the arrow in here. Anywhere, how many we want, any corner we want. I could go in here and say, hey, from here we make a connection. There you go. I don't think right now I won't do it. I think it makes sense over here because we have the island. Over here we also have this archipelago, and maybe here because it's close enough to the corner of the map, and we can add that later if that's all right. Your country reminds me of Salt Lake City. Oh yeah, I can see the semblance in there. That's nice. Alright, with that nice view and this really nice park, which I really appreciate all your suggestions here, I think this turned out to be much better than I expected, and I love it. I really love it. But that's where I stay for today. I'll be back next weekend between 7 and 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time, or around like 2 hour ish ago on your local time. And yeah, we will play a little bit more. Thanks for suggestions, comments, criticism, conversation. I really love spending this time with you all, and you're all the best. Thank you very much. So without any further ado, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.